Today we're doing some Daniel Fast snack ideas, and we're starting off with my Nutty Apple Dips. All you need in order to make this is some peanut butter. I put a couple scoops in a bowl already, and you also need an apple that is freshly washed and clean, and some nuts of your choice. I will be using some almonds, some walnuts, as well as some pitted dates. Now to get started, I am going to prepare my apple by cutting it down the center, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to cut this down into 4 quarters. Okay, so now I'm going to take out the core, so you want to make sure that you remove the parts of the core or any seeds that you may have in your apples, like so. All right, now I'm getting ready to slice my apple into little pieces just like this. You want it to be thick enough that it can lift up the weight of the peanut butter and not too thin where it breaks apart. So you just want to get it the right size and just slice them down into pieces like this. Now, I only need half of the apple. I'm not gonna cut the other 2 quarters. I'll save it for a later snack. So next I'm gonna cut my walnuts as well as my almonds and my pitted dates, and I am just going to cut them down like so. Now, if you prefer, you can just throw these in a blender or a food processor, and it'll be much quicker and probably easier for you to grind it in there. But today I just felt like taking my time and just doing it the old-fashioned way. All right, and now I am just spooning some of this mixture into my bowl, and voila, here is the snack. And all you do is take a piece of the apple and the peanut butter and dip it into this mixture. It tastes super good. Let me know if you enjoy this recipe. For the next recipe, we are making crunchy chickpeas. Super easy. All you need is a can of garbanzo beans, chickpeas, as well as some extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of salt. Okay, so these are the ingredients that we're going to be using today. And then I am just going to open up this can of chickpeas, and I am going to pour this out into my colander strainer and make sure that I wash this nice and clean. Okay, so you're just going to take your time and just wash it through. All right, next I'm gonna take some paper towels and start drying these. So the key to getting these chickpeas super crunchy as a snack is to make sure that they are completely dry with no water or moisture or liquid left on them. So just take your time with this part. This probably takes you the longest out of everything else, but this is a super quick recipe. All you have to do is take your time to dry it, and I'm just picking out these skins. You don't have to do this, but I'm just extra, and I'm just picking out the skins, and I'm just lifting it all up because I want to transfer this to a bowl with a cover that I can shake all the ingredients up and just make sure it's extra dry. So I'm just drying this in my napkin, and I am going to take this old butter bowl and I am going to stick my chickpeas in there and just pat them dry, remove any last pieces of skin that I want to remove. That's optional. You don't have to remove the skin. And I am just going to put 2 bottle caps of olive oil, which is about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and then just a little bit of salt, and cover this up. And I'm just going to shake it all together. Now this part is important because you don't want to use a lot of oil and salt. So if you shake it together, it'll make sure it's evenly distributed. And I am using the air fryer setting on my oven at 400 degrees, but you can also bake this at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. This is my air fryer. pan. I'll leave it in the description. If you're interested in getting something like this, you can use an air fryer or your oven. And I'm just pouring everything out on this tray, and I'm just going to make sure everything is spread out evenly and flat. Right now I'm putting this in my 400-degree air fryer oven, and I'm gonna put it in there for about 25 minutes. And then when it comes out, you should see it should have this toasty brown golden looking color, and you want to let it cool down because it's hot, so be careful handling this. And I am just putting this in a bowl so that it can cool down to eat. So this is the final result. Super crunchy, super good with just a mild seasoning with the salt and the olive oil. Definitely try this out and taste it if you like a crunchy snack. Let me know if you end up trying this and if you like it in the comments. Lastly, we're gonna make a fresh fruit bowl. Super easy. You're just gonna take any fruits you have at home. I had some strawberries as well as some clementine orange, and one of my favorites, pineapple. Okay, and you want to make sure that you wash all of your fruits with water, peel whatever you need to peel, cut whatever you need to cut. But I especially love these clementines because they already come in bite-sized pieces. So they're super great to make a fruit salad because the bite-sized pieces easily fall apart like so. All right, now I am washing my strawberries right here under the sink, and I am just going to be cutting off the heads of the strawberries and just cutting it down into bite-sized pieces. So then I am going to just transfer all my fruit to this bowl before I cut up my pineapple and add my pineapple to the mix. This is super fresh, super easy. I'm just mixing it all together and it is ready to serve.